congratulations, Griff. 4-2 win against a solid and well organised Dalkeith Thistle. How do you sum that up?
Really pleased, mate. I think obviously that's the third game in a week, so there's always going to be a little bit of fatigue in play there. And obviously we've still got quite a few boys missing. I think we had 5 guys that potentially or arguably would probably have started today. But it's good to have a good strong squad and utilise that, and that's obviously I thought that was the biggest issue. On Tuesday night against the Swiss, I think we just maybe should have freshened things up a little bit. So we've done that today, and obviously we got a good result.
You seem to be 3 goals up and cruising just before half time, but obviously the epitome of your managerial career here, you seem to switch off and just let one in just before the break. Does that sort of change the team talk a wee bit at half time?
Yeah, it did. It did. I told the boys obviously everything we're doing was good. For me, it's about the intensity levels of the lads, and I mean that mentally as well as physically. I keep saying to them the old term of smell blood, and kind of go for a throat, and that's what we were doing. But I think we just switched off there just before half time, which is a dangerous time because then you go in at half time and they're obviously got their tails up and they're going to come out for it. Maybe another gear higher. So that's effectively what happened in the second half. So it definitely made it difficult for us. So fair play to Dalkeith, but we got there in the end.
You managed to make a few changes today. Probably got a wee bit more depth this season, you could argue. Last season we only really had a Walker up front. You've now got 5 or 6 forwards. Ronnie McGill's coming in midfield as well and done a job. So is it more important that we've got a wee bit more depth this season than we maybe had last?
Absolutely, and I think that was the biggest thing that killed us last year was the strength and depth. And it's funny because I was talking to some of the boys at East Houses at the last game of the season last year, and we were actually discussing that I was really confident that we needed to improve there, and we certainly had a few things in the pipeline and managed to get kind of that over the line. Likewise, obviously we've got a fantastic under-17s team have came in on board. We've had a lot of the boys involved through pre-season with guys being on holiday and stuff like that, and every one of them have done fantastic. We obviously finished the game there with 2 16-year-olds on the park. In fact, 2 16-year-olds and a 17-year-old. So really chuffed for that as well.
See, we've played 3 games. You've played a team that's come down and probably looking to go back up. We're a team that spent arguably thousands in the summer, and you've played a team who's narrowly stayed up last season in Dalkeith, and I don't think there's much between them at all, really. No. Anybody can beat anybody, so is it just try to be consistent? And
I think you've got to have that ruthlessness, and obviously I've seen at times this season we've improved there, and that's what I keep saying. If you think back to Armadale last year, that's one thing they had, is they were ruthless. There wasn't much between the games between us, but they were just a little bit more ruthless. So it's pleasing to see that. I think the quality in this league this season is far greater than even last year, and that's no disrespect to that's came in. I just think different players coming in, money coming into the league for certain teams and stuff like that. It just improves the standard all round. So I think it's going to be a really competitive league. I think it's going to be open. I think there's going to be loads of players involved here.
So it's a wee bit of a break for league action. You've got a cup game, local derby on Tuesday night. Is that a good opportunity to test yourself against a team in sort of higher league?
We played Kirkcaldy last year in a friendly, I think it was, and it was a decent game. I think they narrowly beat us, if I remember rightly, but they were a good side. Conrad's done really well there. It's a cup game, anything can happen, and we'll look to freshen up the squad again, because obviously we're Saturday, Tuesday again, so we've got a lot of fixtures coming up. So we have a few lads coming back who have missed a portion of the pre-season. It may be good to get some minutes in some of their legs as well. So I think we're looking forward to it.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much.